So I wanted to take a moment and respond to this comment in particular, and not necessarily the whole entire things, but some moms are entitled and not good parents at all. And I completely agree with that. If you haven't watched the last video where that comment came from, go back and watch that, leave your comment, all of that stuff. But I completely agree. And I do agree with the fact that there are so many people that are pushing motherhood on women, especially if you're a woman who is young enough to still be able to produce and have kids and all of that. People think that is something wrong with you if you say that you don't want kids, or like me, like you're on the fence, like maybe one day, but definitely not right now, more leaning towards no, or you've already just decided like absolutely not. And there's so much of this like push for people to tell you that, well, that's your duty, or you should do it, or whatever the case may be. And I just want to say that we all know that there are just bad people in the world in general. There are a lot of people who are not self-aware. There are a lot of people who struggle with a lot of different things, whether it's mental issues, whether it's self issues, whether it's issues with other people because they don't know how to be a person with other people, whatever the case may be. And there are a lot of people out there who just are not good parents. A lot of us who are alive and well today have experienced not having good parents. So why is it that we go around pushing motherhood on I want to say every able-bodied woman, but some of these women, you don't even know if they're able-bodied or not. And that's besides the point. But why do we want to go around trying to push motherhood on everybody, knowing that that's a fact? And furthermore, there are a lot of people out here who know for a fact that they wouldn't make good parents. I'm not trying to gloat. I'm not one of those people. I grew up raising kids, raising kids. So I absolutely believe that I would make a great mother. I know that that's different, but I absolutely do believe that I would make a great mother. But I also think because of that, and because I would put so much devotion into my children or child, that I wouldn't be able to live my life as fully as I do now, which is one of the reasons why I do not want kids right now. Because not to say that I couldn't have a full life, but because I know myself and I know how invested I am into something or someone that I love, and I would lose on the back end. And you can say that that's as selfish as you want to, but I was given this life to live it the way that I want to. And so if that makes me selfish, then that just makes me selfish. But I also want to take it back to my point that there are people out here who can tell you like that they would not be good parents, and they know that for a fact about themselves. And so that's a reason why they're like, I am selfish. I don't want to have to get up and make breakfast. I don't want to have to get up and take care of another human being. I don't want to have to, do this or do that, or devote this time, or bring a child up, rear a child up in this world and the way that the world is now, or even the way that I am now. Like, there are people who are self-aware enough to know that that is not something that they want to dedicate their life to doing, or that that is not something that they can. And so for people to continue, but you should still have kids, but you should still, I'm like, that's why we have so many kids out here that need so much more support because their parents are not able to, because people are out here just having kids because they're not understanding that you are bringing human beings into this world that are ultimately going to take over this world. You are bringing human beings into this world that are going to have experiences. And if you are not capable or not there or not able or available to actually raise a child up in a healthy way, you shouldn't have it at all. I am a firm believer of, if you know that you cannot provide a child with a good lifestyle or a decent lifestyle, or that you can't devote the time, the energy, and the love that it takes to be a parent, you should not be a parent. And I do understand that sometimes that's not everybody's decision, or, religious reasons or whatever. I'm not going into all of that. I'm going into the fact of, at the base of it, making that choice and being more careful. If you are going to be out here engaging in activities that could produce children, be aware that that is a possibility. And if you know that I don't want kids, or I'm not capable of that, or I'm a shit person, I'm not going to make a good parent, don't be out here having kids. It's okay. It's okay. There's a lot of them out here already that are needing support. And I know, because I work with plenty of them and I love every single one of them. But I will tell you that I also work with some really, really, really crappy parents. And I hate that for these kids. And so to be out here pushing that rhetoric that, well, you should have kids, well, you're able-bodied. There's some women who can't have kids, so you're not having them, is being selfish. You don't know what that person is going through. You don't know who that person really is at their core. And I'm telling you, some of these people not having kids is for the best. And regardless of that fact, if they don't want to, they don't want to. That is not your decision. You want more kids on this earth, then you go produce more kids. How about that? But yeah, I really appreciate this person for leaving this comment and the other comments that you left on my other video. I just like engaging in conversations. So tell me what y'all think. If you agree, if you disagree, if you want to rip my head off, if you want to go tell me that I need to go sit down somewhere and have a couple kids, leave your comments. And yeah, if you're watching this on TikTok, make sure that you follow me. And if you're watching this on YouTube, make sure that you subscribe. Bob's the Builder, tu prima favorita. Thank you for coming to my TikTok. Thank you for watching me on YouTube. Thank you for engaging in conversation. And bye.